All right, I am going to share my screen and pull up this presentation. Let's see. Can you guys see it? Okay. All right. So, what's really crazy about Instagram in 2020 and obviously going into 2021 is that the average user is deciding within 7 seconds if they're going to follow you when they come across your page. Um, and literally only 7% of your followers are actually seeing your content. So being able to actually be seen has gotten harder on Instagram. And one thing I want to note too, if anyone has a private Instagram account, Brock said this on the training. He was like, that's like being a street vendor in a cul-de-sac. Like you literally aren't going to find anybody and people aren't going to find you unless you are public. So definitely make sure that you have a public account if you want to grow your Instagram and you want to grow your business on Instagram. And the best way to gauge engagement on your Instagram is not likes anymore. So over the past year, Instagram has been kind of trying to phase out likes more and more. And that's what we used to believe was, okay, if we get like 100 likes or 200 likes or even 50 likes on a post, like it's doing well. And that's not like the way to engage or to gauge if your posts are actually successful and reaching people anymore. Likes are still nice, but they're not really what Instagram cares about anymore. And if you haven't noticed yet, and I know this kind of is tough, but Reels is what Instagram wants you to do and wants you to, they're pushing it more and more. They just updated, if you haven't seen it yet, they updated the page and now Reels has its own button. So they really want you to be doing Reels more than anything else now. And we'll kind of go into that later. Elements of a good profile. I actually revamped my profile a little bit after having this training. And basically what they said is number one, your profile picture, it doesn't have to be a professional picture, but just have a good picture that's close up of just your face. No crazy background. You'll see Shalene's here is just like a pink background, or and in the next slide, you'll see mine, which is a white background, but you could just take a well-lit selfie and use that. Don't have like animals in it or family in it. The picture is so small. Like if you look at your account or other people's accounts on Instagram, the photo is so small as it is. So you want it to be clear and really close up of your face so that people can actually see that it's a person. And otherwise they're gonna be like, I don't even know, is this like, if it's a picture of you and your husband, they don't know who it is. And just make sure it's bright and close up. Username. This is something that back in the day, we used to think we needed to have like fitness or coach or something in the name, but really you want it to just be your actual name. Now, if your full name is taken, you can change it. So you'll see here, Brock Johnson has Brock 11 Johnson. I have Ashley M. Bauman. M is my middle name because Ashley Bauman was taken. So there are ways, like they even said, like you can put a dot, you can put an underscore, you can change it up, but try to have it as your name, your brand, instead of like fitness mom or something like that. Also, so your username is the @ name. So the Ashley M. Bauman is my username. Underneath that is your name. And what I didn't realize until this training was it is searchable. So people can find you by searching that name. So you don't want to just have it be like, I think I used to have it just be Ashley and no one's going to be searching Ashley. You know what I mean? So when I did this training, I realized like, okay, who do I want to help? I want to help postpartum moms. So I changed that name to Postpartum Fitness and Wellness. So anytime someone searches postpartum or postpartum fitness, not every time, but I mean, I could possibly come up on their feed. And you'll see Jen Delvaux is also a Beachbody coach. She has wellness coach in there. But you can kind of like just look around at other people's profiles that have, are in different businesses and that are successful and or have a good following, and you will see like what are they putting in there, and it'll kind of spark ideas for you. And then your bio is who do you want to help? And this is going to take some time. I actually looked at a lot of different people's bios and then brainstormed who I really want to target and help. And I kind of had to change mine like several different times to get to the one that I have now, which is I create an empowering community for busy millennial moms who want the me time they deserve to get healthy and strong. So it took me a while to get to that. But if you just keep playing with it and keep trying to, you'll see here, Jen's says, I help women through difficult times with fit tips, life hacks, laughter, and wine helps too. And then she has her website. You don't have to have a website. I make like a link tree, or you can make a link tree, or you can make a jot form is what I have, which I can send you guys that info at another time. You can just message me or ask in the team page. But that's a form for them to fill out to get info for the challenge groups. So it's just nice to have that there for something for somebody to click on and check out. And again, this is going to take some time, so don't feel like you have to have it perfect. Just get something done that makes sense to your page and who you want to help, and then you can always tweak it along the way. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Okay, so this is a really easy growth hack that I was so excited to learn about and use, and it's so easy for all of you guys to do this too. If you want to get more eyes on your page and do a post that doesn't take much work, repost a viral post. What does that mean? So we all see these. I know most of us share these on our stories of people you follow, their quotes. And I haven't posted a quote in probably 2 years. And I started doing it again because of this training. So this is Lewis Howes. He's an entrepreneur that I really like. And his posts are always have so much traction, reach, like literally millions of likes and follows and stuff like that. So I was looking at his page and I really liked his content. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to post this. So this is what they told us to do. Find a post that has already done really well for somebody else and you repost it on your page. And you can even, put your own little caption, but, and you give them credit. You say repost at Lewis Howes. I use the repost app for this one. So that's why you'll see in like the bottom, you'll see right here, like, it shows his Instagram because that's from the repost app. And literally, you also have to use hashtags, which we'll get into, but I wanted to show you guys that this is my post, this Post Insights. This is the best post I've ever had. And it was Lewis's Howes post that I reposted. So it got 36 sends that people were sending and sharing, 21 saves, 10 comments, 128 likes. The reach is the biggest part. It reached over 3,000 people and 63% weren't following me. And over 1,600 were from hashtags. So, and you don't want to do this all the time. Like if you look at my Instagram, I think I've only done this 2 or 3 times max so far. So every like 5th post, every like 4th or 5th post, do a repost like this. And just do things like you could do one about like something. There was one that I almost thought about doing that I saw that was like 4 showers that a mom has, like the body shower, the whole thing where you do like the shave and the hair and the whatever, and then like the one where you just stare and contemplate life. Like it was hilarious. So like that would be a good one to post because people will share that on their stories. People will laugh about it. People will save it for them to repost. So this is something super easy that all of you guys could do whenever. Okay, so the only way that people find you, I want to show you guys something. Stories. We have been doing stories for I don't even know how long, and we always thought that was the way to go. But now Instagram has changed so much. Stories are still important, but nobody finds you through your stories. They can't search your stories. They can't find your stories. People find you through hashtags. If someone shares your post, they see you on the explore page, which again has to do with hashtags and people liking your stuff. Location. So if they click, like if I don't really use this that much, but if you did put location on your post and someone was looking up that location, they may see you on that. And then if someone recommends you or tags you. So just keep that in mind. These are the only ways that people can find your page. Types of posts, if you guys have any questions about the types of posts, there's just like the single picture, which most of us do, a video, reels, like I said, is the most popular right now. Carousel is when you have multiple things, which that does do pretty decent, because people that keeps people interested. They want to see, they want to swipe to see what else is in your post. And then IGTVs, which is longer video and kind of like, I posted one today if you wanted to check it out. The new way of doing things on Instagram is more about them and less about you. So how can you, instead of saying, look at me, I did my workout, sharing tips about how they can work out too, or you know what I mean? Like, look at my healthy food, instead sharing a recipe so that they can make it too. And then also having like a consistent message, clear images, less predictable, all those things. Types of shareable posts. I kind of talked about this in that growth hack. So think about the things that are going to be shared the most by others. Think about what you share. What do you share on your stories from other people? What do you send? Me and my mom and my sister have our own little message thread on Instagram, and we're always like sending each other posts. And I'm like, why am I not thinking of creating posts that are like this, that we send to each other? You know, that's what you want to do. And honestly, it's like I said about that moms, the 4 different types of showers moms take, like that's funny or something that's relatable. The quote from Lewis Howes that I shared, that's motivational. Unexpected, I think, is the hardest, at least for me. It's unexpected is something like you've never posted before, or maybe like, I know Tiffany is listening right now. Like I thought it was a great idea when she did, I think she shared a recipe, but like her hair, I don't know if you guys remember, she did like a cool hair like style. And I was like, that grabbed my attention because that was unexpected. So like random things like that, or maybe even like a background that's unexpected instead of just like the same background that you always use at your home, which I know I'm the same way like with that too. So think about those different things. And also, if you want, take a screenshot of this litmus test. And this is kind of like when you sit down to do a post or you think about posts you want to do, ask these questions. And I know this is going to take some time, and I know know that not every post is going to be like this. Some days you're just going to post something because you want to post something, and done is better than perfect. But if you really want to level up your Instagram and you want to level up your business, it is going that extra mile to ask, like, how is this going to value others? How is this going to help people? How is this going to serve people and whatnot? When to post. Don't freak out when you see this. This is your decision. But they were saying, like, if you really want to grow your business and level up, you got to post 6 days a week. If you want to have like steady growth, like mid-level, 3 to 5 posts per week. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to do 6 posts a week, but I just have different priorities with, you know, having the baby and not having, you know, whatever. My schedule doesn't allow for that right now. However, 3 to 5, that's doable. And I've realized like 3 to 4, or at least 4 posts a week have done good with keeping the growth going. Now, if you do 3 or less, you might still do well on Instagram. You're just not going to see a growth. So just know that. And also, a general rule of thumb that I have noticed is definitely true is to post before breakfast time or by 8 p.m. your time zone. But when I say check your insights, that's if you have a business account on Instagram, which you could easily switch to, that you can actually see when your followers are on Instagram, when they're liking your post the most. It'll show you it'll break it down by day and time. So you'll see, like, if 9 a.m. is the time that people are on, then you would want to post at 9 a.m. If 7 p.m. is when most people are liking your stuff and on, then you'd want to post at 7 p.m. And that's kind of why also having your post done ahead of time is going to help you, because then you can already have it ready to go and you can post it at the time that's best for your following to see it. So keep that in mind. Captions. Again, I told you guys this is a lot of info, so just take everything at your own pace. And I just wanted to give it all to you, and then you can take what you want and go make those changes slowly and steadily, whatever way you want. But call to actions and captions. So captions, remember that this is a monologue, not this isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue. So when you're writing a post, it's not just you telling your story, you're actually trying to get your followers to engage and talk with you. So today I posted in IGTV about acts of kindness, and I gave them examples, but then I also asked, like, what is an act of kindness that someone has done for you? Like trying to get them to answer and trying to engage in the post. Instead of just giving them info, I wanted them to also, give me info back in a way. Including having like a very curiosity, interesting first line. Now, I've noticed that if I like write up a post that I want to post, and then I go back and read through it and think of like, what can I pull out of this post for like the first line to catch somebody's attention? That's usually how I can do it. If I try to like think of a first sentence that's going to grab their attention first before I even write anything else, I kind of get tripped up. So that's something to try if you're not sure what to do for that first line. But again, also, whenever you're on Instagram and you see a post that somebody else does that really grabs your attention, save that, take a screenshot of it and be like, okay, I'm going to reference this when I get back to doing a post, and I'm going to try this out myself or reword it and try it out myself because it grabbed my attention. So hopefully it'll grab somebody else's attention. And then calls to action. This is especially important when you're talking about a challenge group or a fitness program or something that you want somebody to join, or your team, the coaching business. You want to have examples of a call to action. You want to have a call to action at the very end of your post so that people will do something. Because if you don't tell them what to do, they don't know how to reach out to you. They don't know, they're not going to just figure out how to join your team or how to join your challenge group or how to try your workouts. You need to tell them what to do so that you know that they're interested and that they can take action immediately instead of just liking the post and then like, oh, hopefully she reaches out to me. You know what I mean? So if you say like comment below, like, or drop an emoji, direct message me, any of the examples that you see on here, tag a friend, you're telling them what to do and they're more likely to do it. Hashtags. You want to create a group of hashtags based on who you want to help. So as you saw in my bio, I want to help postpartum moms. That's like my main focus right now. So I am going to find hashtags that relate to that mom and the journey that I'm on myself. This is the best way to really have this, and Reels right now is the best way for people to find you and for your post to be seen by more people. You will have to take some time to really figure out which hashtags you want to use, but I'm just showing you guys like, you're going to want hashtags for workout posts. You're going to want hashtags for nutrition posts, healthy habits, mom life posts, business posts, whatever it is. Those are just examples I'm giving you. Whatever you post about, you're going to want hashtags around that topic. And this is how, and you're going to want to post these right as the first comment after you post. So I don't put them in the caption because that just looks all jumbled up and stuff. You put it in the comment after you post. So this is what they taught us with hashtags. And they said, you want to make a group of about 5 different topics. And I just kind of, obviously I posted more than 5 on here, but I'm just giving you guys some examples of the groups of hashtags that I've been working on myself. And what you can do is you can search these hashtags ahead of time. And you will see when you search a hashtag, if you search hashtag mom life, I'll just do it right now just to see how many there are in that. That's like a very general one. So you want to get more specific if you can. But if you hashtag mom life, if you're researching hashtags, you will see, okay, let's do mom life, best life. That is 146,000 posts. So that would be a good one because you'll see here 20K to 500K max. because once you get up to over 500,000 posts with that hashtag, your post is going to get buried and people aren't going to see it. So that's why you kind of have to get creative with your hashtags, because the basic hashtags that we all think of are millions of posts. Like mom life is millions. Mom life be like, that just showed up, is 1 million. So I wouldn't want to use that. But like mom life is hard, that is 67,000. So that would be a good one to use as well. When I searched mom life, hundreds of different options popped up. So this is why you have to take some time when you have some time on the weekends or at night or whenever you have time to work on your business, take like 30 to maybe even an hour to search hashtags and figure out which ones you want to use. And you want to group them into like 28 different at a time, because you can only post 30 hashtags at a time. Otherwise, Instagram will not let you post. If you have 31 hashtags that you're trying to post in the comments, it will literally not let you. So you can only post up to 30. They suggested using 28 because then you have room to add one or two if you want, if one pops up in your head at that moment. But my advice for you is, once you figure out which hashtags you want to use, group them in the notes app on your phone so that you have them ready to copy and paste whenever. So I have a postpartum hashtag group of 28, a business one, recipes, quotes, and mom life that are saved in the notes app on my phone. So if you guys ever have any questions on how to figure out hashtags, let me know, but it's really about researching. And I just kind of wanted to show you. So for recipes, some of these are definitely more general than they should be, but I just wanted to show you, like, this is my list of hashtags that I use or kind of switch on and off for all the recipe posts that I do. And again, this is in a notes app on my phone, so it's easy to copy and paste whenever I post a recipe. Also, so for my business hashtags, I actually went to Chalene Johnson's page because she is always talking about business, and I got some hashtag ideas from her. So you can even I wouldn't go to other Beachbody coaches because you don't want to be doing the same as them, but like other people, maybe if it is a mom thing, since we're all moms on this call right now, if it is a mom's page that you love, go and see what hashtags they're using, because your ideal customer and person is on that page too. And they're probably looking at those hashtags too. So I know this is a lot of info, but I'm going to just keep going. So engagement. Average users are following 250 plus accounts, but they're only interacting with 10 per day. So again, just like we said at the very beginning, like only 7% of people are seeing your posts. It's a low number. So that's why it really takes a little extra effort to stand out, but it's worth it and it's possible. Engagement is likes, comments, DMs, shares, saves, basically everything you do on Instagram with other people is what it counts as engagement on your page too. And they kind of gave us just different ways to get engagement going. And in your feed, like we talked about earlier, is asking a question in your caption to try and get people to respond on your posts, giving them a reason to like it or to share it, replying to all the comments. That's definitely something big. Like, you always make sure that you're responding to people who comment on your posts. And this goes for Facebook too. Always make sure, like, if you comment back to people on your post is going to be seen more on Facebook as well. And then using those CTAs. And then with stories, again, they didn't talk as much about stories because it doesn't help you grow your account, but you still need to have them. When people show up on your page, they're going to watch them and they want to make sure that they're getting something out of it. Just having a variety of stories throughout the day, posting throughout the day. And when you respond, trying audio messages, people really connect to you when you talk to them through an audio message versus just typing a message, like a text message. And interacting with other people's stories. If you want people to interact with your page, you got to interact with other people. It's always been like that. And then also, I know most of us don't have the swipe up option, but they actually were talking about how the swipe up option isn't that great anyways, because people will click on those swipe ups and they have no idea that they clicked on them. Like if I had it, I wouldn't know who actually clicked and who actually did anything with it. So they actually said using the poll feature, as you can see in this image, is better, because then you can DM every single person that votes on the poll and start a conversation. So I want to try this soon. I haven't tried this exact version, but I want to try this soon with like a challenge group or with 9-week Control Freak, where like if you haven't signed up yet, or if you haven't tried the sample workout yet, click here, and then I can just message all these people and start conversations. And so all of us can do that. Also, to maximize your feed. So whenever you post on your feed, sharing it immediately to your stories. But they also said a good thing to do is to talk on your stories. It doesn't even have to be about that post if you don't want it to, but just post something on your story so that you are showing up right away on your followers feed. And then you also post the feed post, and then they're seeing you both, like they're seeing your feed post and they're also seeing your story. So post your content on your stories, comment your hashtags right away. Like I said, paste, copy and paste. And then something that I haven't tried yet, because I've always been taught like to like and comment back on everybody's comments. But Brock was saying you could always just comment back on everybody, but don't like their comments until the next day when you go to post something new, because we all get notifications when somebody likes something of ours. So what he was saying is like, you'll be front and center on their mind. And so they will see your post. Like that's how Instagram works. Like if someone's engaging on your page, then they will be served your page. Whereas, hang on. Oops. I feel like I keep getting a notification, but I don't know. Oh, it's at the chat. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, good tip. Oh, okay. I'll read these later. Sorry. I was making sure that somebody wasn't trying to like get on the Zoom and I wasn't allowing them to or something, but everyone is able to get on. So yeah, so basically what he's saying is that if you want them to, Instagram literally, if I haven't watched it yet and I need to, but if you've watched The Social Dilemma on Netflix, it basically tells you that Instagram is only sending your stuff to your followers if they're engaging on your page. If not, they're not seeing it. So that's why he was saying like they'll get a notification, so then they'll see your stuff. So I have to try that. I just keep forgetting. Content is, it's so easy to just do what we're used to and what's predictable, but that's white noise. And if all your posts look the same, I mean, I actually was kicking myself today because I always post, I don't know about you guys, tell me I'm not alone, but I have a good side and I have a side where I don't like. I just like to pose a certain side in every photo. And I'm like, crap, both my last two posts, I'm literally doing the same side face look and it looks exactly the same. Like, why did I do that? I need to start posing different angles and just not caring. So you'll see her, what I mean is like, see how Shalene, this is the one side of, and then this is the other side. So I'm like, oh, I need to do that more. Also, you want it to be captivating, piques curiosity. I am not super funny, but Shalene is very funny. This post, first off, if you watch it, it's hilarious. It's her and her husband imitating each other, but also clearly they look hilarious. And like, you're like, what is going on here? When you look at this post, this picture of them. So it grabs your attention right away and you're interested in what the heck is going on. I also feel like even this, like take this quiz, like this is her writing. This is different than posting a font on Instagram. So she did something a little different there by putting like writing on a piece of paper. So you really just gotta kind of think outside the box. And again, I know it's hard to do, but this is why it's easier to, when you see somebody like Shalene, if that's who you're following, do something like I could easily recreate this photo with the piece of paper for something else. So take notes from other people, and then also just taking a little extra time to try something, new poses, new facial expressions. Again, obviously I need to work on that because I keep messing that part up. But anyways, I hope you guys find these tips helpful. Okay. Again, reels. I know I did a reel today just because I was like, I have to do a reel before this story because I have to show you guys that I'm doing it. I also did an IGTV today because of this training. Reels, it's taking me a long time. I'm not good at it. It's frustrating because it's new, but we all felt that way about stories. And then now it's like second nature. So I'm just showing you guys the reach that these are getting because, and these were better than the one I did today. So don't watch the one I did today because that was thrown together. But this is getting way more reach than IGTVs and stories and static posts. So I just wanted to show you guys that it is true, that it is getting more reach. And you'll see stories as last place. Reels content. Take a screenshot of this. Again, I will share you the link to this training, but these are all, I'm not going to read them all because you can see them, but these are all the different content ideas that you can do. You can do singing, dancing, before and after, do's and don'ts, myths, skits, comedy if you want, life hacks. That's a big one. Inspirational quotes. Powerful short story, top 3 tips. People love like top 3 tips or top 5. I'm kind of more like a top 5 tip kind of person. But there's so many different ways you can do a reel, and these are just a bunch of different ideas that you can try. Also, just remember that this was just something random. It's kind of hard and tricky to do, but the framing of the reel in the actual post, the feed post, is just keep in mind that it is smaller. So you are going to have to figure out where to put like the title. It's kind of hit or miss and trial and error, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Going live. I don't do this very often, but I wanted to kind of show you guys some tips for live. What's cool about a live is you can go live and then you can repost it as IGTV, which I didn't do that today. I just took the video separately, but you can actually share slides on IG Live, which I didn't know, and I still need to try, but I just wanted to show you guys this screenshot that showed like how you can actually, when you are live, there is this where you can upload an image and you can basically do like a presentation like I'm doing right now on IG Live. And that would be something new and different to do. And trying to keep your IGTVs and your lives to be shorter if possible, because that, you know, our attention spans are so low. But if you want to start doing lives, here are a bunch of tips, take a screenshot and try them out. Content planning. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, I'm still, it's not too late. Content planning. This is a big one that I need to work on myself. And I'm telling you right now, if you guys implement these content planning tips, you are going to literally see such a difference in your business, and your stress level will be down too, because you will be ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, and you will have stuff ready to go before, instead of scrambling to create a post. So scheduling a time each week to sit down and create a plan for your social media is going to be huge for all of us who are busy, which is every single one of us. Deciding which topics you want to talk about this week. So it could be sharing a recipe. It could be a before and after transformation. It could be a life hack. And so those are 3 awesome posts that you could figure out ahead of time, maybe on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday night for the week ahead, and then kind of figuring out, when am I going to do this? You could even take that day that you're planning to also take pictures or videos for these posts. I'm not gonna lie, I did my hair and makeup for this presentation, and I was like, I have to do a video today because I actually got ready. So if you're like me and you're like, okay, I got ready today, so let me do something for a post, that's a good day to do it. With each topic, then create a list of content ideas. So you can figure out which niche topics and then start brainstorming fun ideas. Make it fun. Honestly, the more fun you have with social media, the better it's going to be for everybody. And the more reach you're going to get, the more engagement, because people are going to tell, like, the energy that you put out and you put into something, people will feel that. And then make a note on which post it will do, like how it will do. So today I did IGTV on sharing 10 different ideas for random acts of kindness you can do. I was going to do just a regular old post of a picture, but then I was like, I don't even know what picture to take. And so I was like, I'm going to do an IGTV because I haven't done one in forever. And I feel like talking about it would be more fun than just taking a random picture and posting it. So think about, and then, okay, a recipe. Sometimes that is a good photo to take, or you could do a reel. Reels, recipes, creating a reel for a recipe is actually a lot less complicated than other kinds of reels. So think about how you want to create this topic or this post. And again, I think the theme that I learned so much about this training was, is it shareable? Will someone share this? Will someone save this? Will someone want to would they be interested in this? Would they want to post this themselves? And just ask yourself that when you're planning. And that's it. I just wanted to share with you also that follow both of them on social media. They are both giving so many tips. Brock especially is giving really good reels and IGTV. Like that's what he's using to give tips on Instagram and business. They have an Insta Club Hub is what it's like a monthly thing that you can be a part of. And they also have an Instagram where they're sharing daily tips. And then they also have a podcast. So I think this is going to be their main focus for a while now. And you'll see here, like they're showing different content ideas. And so everything I shared tonight, they will be sharing on there as well as on their podcast and everything like that. Whew, oh my gosh. So I hope you guys found that helpful. Let me stop the share and let me see what the chat is, what you guys are saying. I need to take a sip of water because I feel like I was talking forever. Good tip to work backwards for that first line. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, I think if you try and figure out your first line of your post, you're going to sit there forever instead of just like getting the words out. I've heard if someone adds a comment before your post, the first comment, to just add it to the caption because it won't work if it's not the first one. No, so they debunked that. They said that actually, if you have it in the caption, it's fine too, but it just looks better in the comments. But they said that this, for aesthetic reasons, it looks better in the comments, but in either way, you're still going to work. And oh, you think I'm funny, Tiffany? Thanks. I appreciate that. I wish I was like, I love, does anyone follow Angie Lee? Angie Lee has the funniest, well, she's like, I'm a weirdo. That's what she like. She's like, it's cool to be weird. She has the funniest reels ever. She like Carol Baskin, that is like her favorite person. Yeah, she's so funny. We could do the slides in our Glimpse lives. Yes, that would actually be that's such a good idea, Tiffany, using slides when we do a glimpse into coaching with like, oh, here is the bulleted basics about coaching. Or here are the myths about coaching, or here is, yeah, that's a really good idea. We should try that out for sure. And yeah, again, just have fun with it. Try these things. I know this was a lot of information, so just pick like one thing to try out and to focus on and just go from there. Like I've been trying to just do something different every few days or once a week at least since I learned all this stuff. I haven't done everything, but I've tried a little bit of a lot of it here and there. So did you guys find this helpful? I hope so. And I will share the PowerPoint to this as well so that you guys can, it was a lot of info, so you can like take screenshots of it and reference it whenever you want to try something new. And I can't wait to see what new things you try on Instagram, because I think we can all do it. It just takes a little bit of extra work and planning, but it'll be fun to see what you guys come up with and again, have fun with it. Okay. All right. I hope I wasn't talking too fast either, because I feel like I sped through that, but I hope you guys have a great night and we will talk soon. Bye.